On July 26, 2024, tragedy struck off the coast of Mauritania when a migrant boat capsized, claiming the lives of at least 89 people. Dozens more remain missing, their fates unknown. This incident highlights the human cost of migration and the desperate measures people take for a better life. The boat carrying over 170 migrants was en route to Europe when disaster struck. The Mauritanian Coast Guard launched rescue operations but could only recover 89 bodies. This event has prompted calls for action to prevent similar tragedies and underscores the need for safer migration pathways. The fishing boat at the center of this tragedy was woefully ill-equipped for the perilous journey it undertook. Overcrowded and likely in poor condition, it represents the unscrupulous practices of human traffickers who prioritize profit over the safety of vulnerable people. Eyewitness accounts suggest the vessel lacked basic safety equipment, including life jackets, putting its passengers at extreme risk. The exact cause of the capsizing remains under investigation, but overcrowding and poor seaworthiness are likely contributing factors. The migrants on board, hailing predominantly from sub-Saharan Africa, were fleeing poverty, conflict, and lack of opportunity. They boarded the vessel with hopes of reaching Europe and building a better future for themselves and their families. Their desperation highlights the failure of the international community to provide safe and legal pathways for migration. This tragedy should serve as a wake-up call to address the root causes of migration and provide viable alternatives to these dangerous journeys. The Atlantic migration route has gained notoriety as one of the deadliest in the world. Its vast distance, strong currents, and unpredictable weather conditions make it a treacherous journey, even for seaworthy vessels. The route has seen a surge in traffic in recent years as authorities have increased patrols along the Mediterranean route. This shift has made the Atlantic crossing more appealing to traffickers, despite the increased risks to migrants. The lack of adequate search and rescue operations along the Atlantic route further compounds the dangers. The vastness of the ocean and limited resources make it difficult to locate and rescue vessels in distress, increasing the likelihood of tragedies like this one. The International Organization for Migration, IOM, has reported a concerning rise in migrant deaths along the Atlantic route. This tragedy underscores the urgent need for increased international cooperation to enhance search and rescue capabilities and deter migrants from embarking on these perilous journeys. Section 4. The world responds to the Mauritania tragedy. The international community has responded with grief and condemnation. The United Nations calls for increased efforts to prevent such tragedies. The European Union pledges financial support to strengthen border control. Humanitarian organizations are mobilizing resources to assist survivors. They offer medical care, psychological support, and essential supplies. This incident has ignited a debate about the responsibility of nations. Section 5. A crisis of unfathomable proportions. The Mauritania boat capsize is a symptom of a much larger crisis. The IOM estimates over 5,000 migrants have died attempting to reach Spain by sea in 2023. These figures highlight the urgency of the situation. Many flee desperate circumstances driven by poverty, conflict, and climate change. The crisis demands a coordinated global response. Section 6. A call for action, preventing future tragedies. The Mauritania boat capsize serves as a tragic reminder of the human cost of inaction. It is a call to action for the international community to address the root causes of migration, provide safe and legal pathways for movement, and enhance search and rescue capabilities. Strengthening international cooperation is crucial to combating human trafficking networks, which prey on the desperation of migrants. This includes sharing intelligence, coordinating law enforcement efforts, and prosecuting those responsible for these heinous crimes. Investing in public awareness campaigns to educate potential migrants about the dangers of irregular migration is also essential. By highlighting the risks involved and promoting safe alternatives, we can deter people from embarking on these perilous journeys. Ultimately, preventing future tragedies requires a collective effort. It is a shared responsibility that demands compassion, commitment, and concrete action from governments, international organizations, and individuals alike. We can and must do better to protect the lives and dignity of migrants.